Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Pillars of Eternity 2.
Is that all?
Do you
We
enjoy
are
coin, my friend? Can you
in
lift
the
a
bar. Looks like we got a handful of people with unique names to talk to.
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
I bet you say that with all your clients.
Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Who's asking?
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for... 1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
You were saying?
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
Okay.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
If it offers experience points, yeah.
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then. I will start you on Meryel, the Mad Animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
Okay. I had a couple
Agrassi,
questions.
You have but to ask.
Seem down on your luck.
It is true that I have stumbled in my career path. Now that I have such an accomplished hunter, I can stand in the long shadow of your success. It's not all bad, but the momentum of meeting new clients over drinks and in such enchanting company, it drains the stamina, my friend.
Okay.
And I'm still scrounging together the coin for your next mission. When you have the head of our latest mark, I will be ready, Ak?
Alright. So, that guy gave us a quest. Let's talk to the barkeep.
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend. Now, what can I do for you?
Looks like he's just selling
Be
stuff.
seeing you.
We'll leave that alone. Let's see, Luca didn't have anything. Have you something to say now?
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Okay, doesn't look like it.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
Oh, she has a name.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dresses funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
Can't say I have.
Andrus crushing void, I thought as much. Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
Yeah, sure.
I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until you came along. The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis.
Okay.
Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur.
Have you tried being nice?
She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur. What do you want to know?
What does Oswald owe you money for?
It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous adra, create a device that would add years to one's life.
Oh.
Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology.
Okay.
I thought I knew him better than that.
Alright. Anyone else with unique names down here? Nobody in that back room. About over this way. Sailor, dancer. Nothing gentleman. Okay, none with unique names there. Let's head upstairs and see what else we got going on. We do know with that quest we just got started that there's apparently a worker up here.
See something you like?
Answer turns and greet you, of course, smile.
Aloth, this is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bragon Hill?
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
I could ask the same of you.
You just did.
I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
Introduce me to your handsome friend, Aloth.
This is Ymir, an old friend from my academy days.
Okay.
A pleasure to meet you. It's good to see you again, Aloth. Anyway, I should get back to it. Be well.
It was lovely seeing you. Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. Perfectly agreeable.
Okay.
I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy days. 'Twas a right fierce labour getting the lad to finger any flesh that weren't covering his spelly books.
What?
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose. I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Nikotaka. As you can see, I stayed.
What kind of incident?
A handful of my fellow students got up to a bit of mischief that ended with several people dead.
Oh my.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested. Till later, then.
Alright, interesting. So, Aloth has a friend. That person's got a unique name. Assume the position, they say. Ah, here's the worker we're supposed to be talking.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilba.
Khan's looking for someone named Oswald. Does that sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave.
It's clear you care quite a bit for him. Let me help.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran.
Okay.
He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. It was quite unnerving, frankly. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Amar? What does that mean? This cupboard?
Absolutely.
There, give Oswald's journal to Khan. Move that quest line forward. Before we head back downstairs, let's make sure there's nothing else we can do up here. Oh, godlike.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
Tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this. Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength.
Fair enough.
But we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
All right. Nothing too useful there. Who do we got down here?
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
Yeah, real funny.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How'd you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
Indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Not meant for delicate work.
Okay.
Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in the Mauer and death godlike.
You kind of seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could. The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
Well, what's life without a little excitement?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
You could come with me.
Where to?
I know that 700-foot stall made of Adra? I'm going after it.
No kidding. I like to see something like that for myself. Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit.
Grab your things and let's go.
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
So is he a companion or is he a crew member? He's a companion. Chanter Barbarian. Excellent. Let's go with that. Oh, I can only have 5 people in the party in this one. Couldn't you have 6 in the last one? Let's dismiss Zati. Let's try that.
Uh-huh. Is that all?
Alright, we got one more room up here. Oh, we got some free stuff on this table. Don't mind if I do. Where's this go? Oh, do they have like a balcony or something? It said Queen's Birth, so I assume it's some outside in some capacity.
You're right. He does do that with his hands.
Fie, 'tis roughing his precious spelling book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
Oh, there's another building here.
Stop. My sides hurt.
Oh,
I miss this.
Surely you've spied how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.
Yeah, we'll check out this home real quick. Then we'll come back and drop that journal off.
That's unusual.
Trap detected. Nobody in here. I guess, I mean, I don't really want to rob them, so. Nothing for us, but there is a chest to rob. You don't have a unique name, do you? No. Okay. Alright, let's head back in the mare. Then where were she was like right over here, right? Yeah, there you are.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet?
Here's the journal. Flips to the journal, looks up at you eyes wide. Someone has hastily scrawled a broken crown symbol of Woodick on the last page. Cobb mutters to herself, traces the symbol with her finger and frowns.
Oh, Oswald, you really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? You damned old fool. Where could they have taken him?
Must have sailed through half a Deadfire to get to Nekataka. Anything catching your eye?
Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards.
You and me
I
both.
hate boats.
Lefts.
Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick.
Oh?
When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked.
Weird temple? Sign me up.
Go take a look then, and let me know what you find.
Marks the location on our map with a flourish.
With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
Excellent. Alright, so we got another place to go. I think we got one more building to check out before we're done with exploration of this area. Then we can kind of decide what we want to do from there. The last building,
I already have one
believe.
beast in my head. I don't need another.
Sorry, all that shit on your shoulder for all to see.
Do you ever have a thought and just decide to keep it to yourself?
More'n you know, my dear and mate. More'n you know.
If Luca... May the fish leap into your boat, sister. What say? Do you have business with the Valiant Trading Company?
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
My people of the Duape. We signed a contract with the company. We were not understanding the terms at the time.
Oh, no.
I wish to, what say, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away.
Tell me more about this contract.
My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Audra. He did not understand the Valian way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves.
Oh.
Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin.
I'm guessing the company didn't like someone changing their unfair deal.
Akira. When the Valiant clerk learned I was from the Duape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well.
Okay.
While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people.
I'll meet with Luca. Maybe we can arrive at a more agreeable terms.
Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done.
Okay.
The company may see you as a spy. Take care that your oar doesn't cut the waves too sharply.
Fair enough. I thought he said he was going to wait here.
If you've come on business with the Valiant Trading Company, it will have to wait until morning. We're closed. There's no need for you to be here after hours. Move along.
What if it's an emergency?
If it has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers most of what's in the building, I'm confident it can wait until morning.
Perhaps we can arrive at a mutually beneficial understanding.
If you're interested in making a donation, I'd accept it with thanks. But the doors stay closed. If it involves a spirited discussion of letting you into headquarters, you're wasting your time. But go ahead.
I left some important papers behind.
If it's that important, then set your mind at ease that I am here to guard the building, and I won't allow a single sheet of parchment to cross the threshold under my watch. Headquarters are still closed, ma'am.
Alright, see. Okay. Well, it looks like we're not getting in there today. Or are we? Duck down to the canal and find yourself kneeling before an iron gate. The reek of sewage wafting from the other side is powerful enough to bring tears to your eyes. Iron bars are set firmly surrounding brick barring any passage. Let's look for a structural weakness. Iron looks sturdy enough, but you're able to spot telltale signs of corrosion between the bars and brick. Now that the defect is apparent, the work bending the bars would prove less a demanding challenge. Let's hit it with the pry bar. Leverage your weight, cause one of the bars free, leave enough space to crawl through. Climb on through. Carefully squeeze through the opening, steeling yourself for what comes next. In the darkness of the tunnel, you hear quiet retching. You press on with offered sympathies. Partial success. As you go through the tunnel, a change in the air pressure catches your attention. There's an opening above your head. The walls are slick and coated with waste, but you find handholds carved on either side of the narrow passage leading up. You haul yourself up the pit towards freedom. Out through the toilet of the Valian Trading Company headquarters. All right, we're in. Hopefully this wasn't a mistake. Hopefully we don't like immediately get in fights and stuff like that, because that's not what I was going for. We can go back if need be, so let's go ahead and save just in case this ends up being an issue.
Keep on your toes.
Yep, that's an issue. Okay. Load game. Well, we'll just wait till morning till we get in that building and then look around. So there is a way to sneak in if you wanted to rob the place blind, I assume. Not entirely sure how to check what time of day it is. Hour 20, okay.
Okay.
So I assume they'll open like hour 8 or something like that. That was interactable.
A giant? One of the raccoon?
No, much bigger. Such is the rumor.
Sounds like sailor tales to me.
There's a cobbler there we haven't talked to yet. I assume they're probably just a vendor.
In the market for decent footwear? You won't find any cat leather around in my shop. Some of us hold ourselves to a higher standard. Of course. Cut.
Let's take a quick peek. Boots of stealth and shore walker sandals. 10 stride, 1 resolve, and 2 stealth. I don't think we need any of that stuff right now. We're a little tight on cash as well. I'm sure there's stuff we could sell. All right, let's look at the quest. Let's see what we want to do. Honored guest. Journey to Harbinger's Watch. Port Deadlight. Copperroot Channel. I don't have a clue where that's at. Find someone who might know Edder's friend. I don't know where Children of the Dawn Stars are. Was Laro? We didn't find him? Was he not in the bar? Said he's likely somewhere around Queen's Barrett, but we've been kind of all over this place. I thought he was one of the people we talked to already. That's Luca, not Laro. Okay, that's who I was thinking it was. Where the heck are they? I feel like I've been everywhere available in town. Let's check that map out. We've been to the shipwright, off road. Let's check back this way. I don't think we've been back this way.
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about Luminous Adra.
A giant made of Luminous Adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
Someone's coming. They're running away. Against the backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms in the air of practice drama before her. Two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
Who is this Nasenale? How many...
Postenago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
What is going on here?
How should I know? Your kin lie with eels.
We have business. What do you want?
I don't know what's going on here, for starters.
This doesn't concern you. We've come to settle a challenge.
Psst. What's your words of? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
Oh my.
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valian terms.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valian way.
Right.
And how do your colonies fare, Adira?
Lario, what say you?
We are civil enough to kill each other without making an incident out of it.
I suppose you have a good reason for this duel?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Good grief.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Is this one slight worth your lives?
Ak, this is but one chapter in a long anthology of Bardato arrogance.
Arrogance? Per complancanet, you should thank me for my patience.
Does it have to be settled by death? Surely there are better alternatives.
Nothing less than the total disgrace of the Valeras would satisfy me.
Then you will die unfulfilled.
Anyone can kill. Fighting to first blood would be enough for proof who's the better man.
I was the one who suggested fisticuffs, but you were eager to cut me open.
To first blood, then. Shall we resume?
We shall. The duelists square off and tentatively circle each other. Stocky Orso moves with heavy strides while Lario takes precise, measured steps. Onlookers gather and press the edges of the poorly defined area. The jeering lowers to expectant murmurs. The duelist brings second forth their weapons. We'll study a little bit. Apparently I'm the only one who can check. You note the sweat on Ariel's upper lip and the furrow of concentration cleaving Orso's brow. I guess we'll find a better vantage point. Failure. Well, we'll just watch quietly for now then. Once the swords are delivered to their respective bearers, the seconds back away in melancholy silence. The duelists cross their swords and bow in salute. The tranquil moment end with a burst of motion. Despite their difference in size, the duelists seem evenly matched. Orso doesn't settle on an established form, but he keeps Lario's pace with aggressive strikes. Let's distract Orso with an insult since we're trying to get Lario. You call out some choice words regarding Orio's father and Lamprey. While Orso searches the audience, Lario takes advantage of the opening, rushes him, knocking him off his feet. Lario points his weapon at Orso's heart, letting it hover there. However, he summons up the courage to plunge it forward. This is supposed to be a fight to blood, but mercy is the farthest thing from the minds of the combatants. Don't do it. Your voice rises above the din of the crowd. Lario blinks, takes stock of the moment. With a quick flourish of his sword, Lario cuts Orso across the face and ends the duel with a splash of blood.
Vidorio! Another scar for your collection.
Lario, let's go find your sister so she knows you're alive.
Of course. I let Orso's poisonous insults waylay me again.
Yeah.
Enjoy this moment, Bardato. I will see your satisfaction turn to ashes.
Come, we will toast to Vidorio at the estate. Also, try to remember your place next time.
All right. All right, that counts as that task completed. Now we just need to investigate the feud is the next thing. We got a new quest, Family Pride. Unfortunately, we're going to have to look into that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.